So now that we know what actions are and how we can run actions, what we want to take a look at in this movie is how we can create our own actions. I'm still working with pick1.psd, which is in the Chapter 7 folder, and I have the Actions panel open. If you don't see the Actions panel, you can go to the Window menu, and from there you can choose Actions. Option F9 or Alt F9 would be the keyboard shortcut to open up the Actions panel. What we want to do first is create a new action set. That way we can distinguish the differences between the actions that Adobe's created and the actions that we've created. So come down towards the bottom of the Actions panel and click the Create New Set button. Go ahead and name the set whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and call it Matt's Actions, and then you can go ahead and click OK. We have the new action set. Once we have the new action set, we can come down and click the Create New Action button. When we do this, it opens up a dialog box. You have to name it. I'm going to go ahead and call it BW for black and white. What we're going to do is ultimately create a black and white image. We're going to save this action to the Matt's Actions set, or whatever you called your own action set. We don't need a color, which is just a way to label it within the Actions panel. And we don't need to assign a keyboard shortcut to it, so the function key is going to be set to none. Once you're done with that, you can go ahead and click Record. Now, when you click Record, the Actions panel is going to record every command that you execute. It's not going to record any interface changes that you make. If you go to the Window menu and under the Window menu you choose Notes, it's not going to record opening up the Notes panel. It's only going to record actual operations that you perform. So what we want to do is we want to add a black and white adjustment. If you go ahead and click that, you'll notice the adjustment has been added not only to the Layers panel, but also to the action that you're creating. After setting the black and white adjustment, what we want to do is come up here to the presets, and under the presets, we want to choose one. And I'm going to go with one called Infrared. It's going to create a more dramatic looking black and white. After doing that, I'd like to add a little bit of noise. So the first thing that I want to do is come up to the Filter menu, and under the Filter menu, I want to choose Convert for Smart Filters. Now you'll notice that it's grayed out, and it's grayed out because you need to make sure that the car layer is selected, and you'll notice that that action is recorded. Once you select the car layer, at that point you can come back to the Filter menu and choose Convert for Smart Filters. Again, the dialog box is just going to tell you that it's going to convert it to a smart object, which is what we want essentially. So go ahead and click OK. Once we click OK, we can come back to the Filter menu, and here we can choose Noise, and we want to choose Add Noise. And in this case, in terms of the distribution, I want to set it to Gaussian. And then in terms of the amount, I'm going to drag this back quite a bit, somewhere around, I guess 3 or 4, somewhere in that range. You can also type in a value manually if you go ahead and just type in 3. Once you're happy with the amount, you can come over and click OK. Once you click OK, you're all set. So what we want to do, though, is save out this image and store it on the desktop, and that can be recorded within the action as well. So come up to the File menu. Under the File menu, you can choose Save As, navigate to the desktop, save it as pick1.psd, and click Save. Again, you want to maximize compatibility. That's fine. Go ahead and click OK. And then once you save it, you can close it. And all of these steps have been recorded by the Actions panel. Once you're done, you can come over here and click the Stop Recording button. And there you go. You've created your own action. Let's go ahead and take a look at how we can apply this action to a different image. If you come up to the File menu, under the File menu you can choose Open. You want to browse to the Photoshop CS6 Resources folder, and there's Chapter 7. Open up pick2.psd and click Open. With this document open, what we want to do is select the BW action. We want to come down and click the Play button. When we do, it performs all of the operations, it saves the document, and it closes it. If we hide or minimize Photoshop, we can see we have these two documents on the desktop. You can go ahead and open them. Here on the Mac, I'm just going to go ahead and open both of them in a program called Preview. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Open With, and then I'm going to select Preview. And here we can see the two images that we converted to black and white, and we added noise to. So the action's working just fine. So ultimately, actions give you the ability to record steps and then reapply those steps to different images, saving you a ton of time.